That is one big pilot.
For a modern gaming audience.
Why are you running?
Why would you do that? Why would you do any of that?
We're communists.
Woke.
Would you please get your politics out of my comic books? I'm like, what comic books are you reading?
I'm cured! Praise God!
He vatored! He vatored!
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Give me the meat and give it to me raw.
For a modern gaming audience.
If I speak, I am in big trouble. In big trouble.
Welcome to Nerd Wars. Sorry about that. Welcome to Nerd Wars.
Please clap.
Yes, yes, please clap indeed. It is mandatory. And we're watching. And my internet is back to being terrible, and I want to destroy everything. So we're going to play Connect 4 while Badger talks the whole time. Badger, you're in charge.
Hi, everyone. Yeah, it's going to go swimmingly. We need a new internet fund for you, buddy.
I'm like worried it's my computer at this point, which, yes, I'm going to start crowdfunding a new computer that was already planned. And now we realize a lot of people really like building computers. So I think I'm going to build it on stream, and everyone's going to yell at me and tell me everything I'm doing wrong. I already am regretting this decision.
How dare you?
Today, though, we are going to be talking about lots of news items until my internet goes out or this storm makes my power go out. God bless it. I love
Either or. I'm in hiding. So no one tell anyone I'm here.
Naganal, it's happening. Yeah, so I am probably going to be challenging you guys and saying lots of nice things about you after I win easily. And then Badger will talk the rest, and I'll probably go on occasion.
Yeah. How are we going to show the game while I show things? That's going to be interesting.
Oh, we do a little bit of both.
A little bit of both. A little bit of switch me up.
You don't really need to see the beginning of Connect 4 anyways. You just need to see
really how
start heating up.
It's not how you start, it's how you finish. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, obviously. And I learned that I need to put the DMs on a tab I'm not sharing on a live stream. Naganal, you're going down. Yeah.
I actually spent far too much time last night opening, rearranging, and putting up figures because I was too impatient to wait for my 3 bookshelves that are on the way. Goddamn. Yeah. I try. Speaking of finishing strong. Hi, Sonia. Hi.
Hi, Sonia. You want to come on our Monday show if my internet works? It's ladies' night. And it'd be really weird if there weren't any ladies at ladies' night.
Look at you.
Come on, Naganal.
Got everyone.
Games, baby. Let's do it. All the cool kids are here. Oh, good.
Yeah.
After I take Naganal down, I can take Multi down. Excellent.
All right. I'll vamp for a little bit then.
Yeah, you started off while Naganal eventually accepts.
I know Madam Webb, and I know you saw it twice. I know Madam Webb got everyone excited for that Sony, and we're joking about it behind the streams that they really are trying to sell that like Spider-Verse without Spider-Man in it, that Sony verse is good. And as we also mentioned, what happened to a Craven? He's nowhere to be found. But they are going to give us that third Venom, calling it Venom: The Last Dance for whatever reason.
That's what caught my eye. I was like, that's a terrible name. What's going on with that article?
Why not call it Foy Ledoux? Yeah, it's your favorite. What did get me interested, though, sort of, is hearing the supposed plot for this, and it's so if you believe Madam Webb, which I had to remind Erwin that was Peter Parker being born. He's basically a child, a baby in that.
I've actually seen the movie.
So the third Venom movie would have Venom setting out to kill a 10-year-old Peter Parker. Before we get that, Tomac for 10. But how do you feel about Westerns? I feel very strongly about them, and I hope they come back.
He forced me to watch Tombstone. Turns out it was really good. Also, I just noticed I got the email notification. Yeah, Tomac just bought me Evil West, I believe was the game.
Oh, God.
Good.
I'm
looking forward to it.
Shout out. No, we'll get right back to Westerns.
Thank you, Tomac.
Yeah, so apparently Venom's going to be trying to kill a 10-year-old Peter Parker in an effort to avoid suffering the same fate as his multiversal variants, deaths at the hands of Spider-Man, which we saw in No Way Home. Eddie bonds with the kid, however, and decides not to kill him. However, he soon finds himself battling Toxin, the Jury, and a new group of symbiotes. I have no idea who any of those people are. You're more Marvel than I am. Do you know any of the Toxin? Chat. Toxin,
I already said I have no idea.
The Jury and a new group of symbiotes. That's fine. I understand that. With at least some of them gunning for Peter. Juno Temple supposedly plays Lieutenant Patricia Robertson, of course, with Chiwetel Ejiofor taking on the role. He already plays Mordo.
Hey, Tomac, 1v1 me, bro. Connect 4 DMs. 1v1 me, bro.
Yeah, he already plays Baron Mordo, I thought, but okay, different character. Same universe, even though it's technically different universe. The latter son is said to have been one of Carnage's victims. Sounds cooler than anything I think they were gonna do.
They need
to do over here. Oh, you still don't have a player, loser.
Yeah, Tomac, hit me up. They need to do Kroll, whoever the King in Black is. That dude's badass. All right, sweet. I'm 1v1ing him.
Tomac, I'll say, just because I'm joking or not, I fucking love Westerns. I think they're going to come back. We watched the on Inside the Badger and we reacted to the Horizon.
Oh my god.
He beat you instantly?
Tomac, do you know how to play Connect 4?
I think he went with what was symmetrically the best.
Okay, here we'll do another 1v1. Okay, I think I might have won that one. Sorry, go ahead, Badge.
I didn't tell him we were streaming. I was letting him sleep in because it's a lazy Sunday stream, and these rats, and he has little rodents with him, so I was letting him have his time. Yeah, no, I think Westerns are going to come back in a big way. That if I can ever remember, Horizon Saga, whatever, Kevin Costner's new pet project, that looks good. Looks decent. And yeah, all the Westerns that I will have you watch, like Tombstone and things like that, decent. Unforgiven, Clint Eastwood.
Yeah, you got an interesting game going here, Tomac.
Oh God.
Yeah, no, I think I've got another Western or something on my list. I'm working on them. I'm working on it. Oof.
Tomac is red, or you're red?
I'm red this time. This one's interesting. I don't know where this one's gonna go. All right, stay tuned, folks. But yeah, I think they should have done King in Black.
Yeah, I was gonna say, who will get more ratings? Who will get more ratings? Here, let's talk about this one while we wait.
King of the Symbiotes. This guy, and he's got you guessed it, symbiote dragons. Okay. Oh yeah, so 60 seconds. If you don't go for 60 seconds, it kicks you. Heads up. But yeah, this dude is so cool. They should have just done that. And I thought, and he's connected to Carnage. The last one was Carnage. Like the symbol Carnage has in his eyes when he's all crazy like.
That's Toxin was a symbiote bonded with a cop, so it'll be a toxic cop. Toxin, racist cop. You know what? I 100% recommend this one. Quigley Down Under. Tom Selleck got the best soundtrack. Alan Rickman's in it. Really good. And like the reason I say wait to watch Unforgiven is like the closer to cowboy movies. It's like the last cowboy movie Clint Eastwood did. And it was sort of like the goodbye to all his previous ones. So it's like watch all the other cowboy movies we're telling you to, and then the last one you watch is Unforgiven. But yeah, good shit. Fistful of Dollars, yeah.
I can't wait to watch the Western Tango and Cash myself.
That's a good one, though. That's a Pale Rider. Yeah. Man. By the way, like all of these are out there for free. Thank you. We just passed 4,400 because of you beautiful people, and the 88% of you still unsubscribed. We'll take Gary's line since he doesn't say. I don't think he says it anymore. Hello, you whatever insert number subscriber awakening wonders, and the insert percentage number still unsubscribed.
I think I won. Yep, I won.
You won?
Oh my god, that was close, Tomac. Yeah. So the trick with Connect 4 is you got to get choose Connect 4 set up one on top of the other, so that way you force a Connect 4. So yeah, if you can get that set up and then not lose in the process, that's how you win Connect 4. All right, I gotta get back to paying attention, Tomac. It was a good 1v1, and you.
By the way,
that first game we'll pretend never happened.
There's a Korean Western called The Good, the Bad, and the Weird. and it's actually really fucking good. I wonder if the chat knows about it. Chat is normally pretty goated. Let me see if I can look this up real quick. Good, the bad, and the weird.
Sounds interesting. All right, well, how about while you look that up, we can go ahead and bring up, which ABF wanted to bring this up when he was on, but we sadly did not get to it. And the new J-Lo Titanfall 3 movie on Netflix, her AI, the AI is, I think, destroying the world or is bad, but she's got an AI or she hates AI for some reason, and they have to get along, and she calls in it, and it says it's pronouns or she, her, or something like that.
I'm gonna have to
AI
call out
pronouns
this
are
comment right here where it says "Hail chat, you fuckers are great." I agree.
As usual, we underestimated the chat.
Yes, we did.
And they showed up in a big way.
We double fingered it.
As usual, we under.
You're breathtaking. You're breathtaking. You're all breathtaking.
You got to be careful with those double fingers. Shout out, Sonia.
I didn't even click it. I don't know what happened. Everything's just breaking. I hate technology. We made a mistake. I want to go back. I want to do Mad Max times instead. With water.
Highly endorse this film. Fun. It was fun.
Ridiculous fun.
And don't worry, they're Asian, so they're all white adjacent. So don't worry, you'll feel right at home. You'll be able to. Yeah, no.
I'm also a white adjacent Asian.
Dude on the left.
Wait, so you watched this?
Oh yeah, I've seen it several times. Yeah. I've seen it several times because it was just on. I saw it, and then after I watched it once, I was like, "Oh, this shit is fun." He plays like a sheriff. The dude is like, can you guess what kind of character he plays? He plays the badass dude in black, but like a bunch of flair and shit. And then obviously the weird dude with the really good, and a play obviously on the good, the bad, and the ugly. But yeah, shout out.
The good, the bad, and the weird. We get the good, the bad, and the queer here in the West.
No. Yes. That is what we get.
My buddy, he once again said we were on Netflix looking at stuff, and we saw RRR, which I really want to watch, and
I've seen it twice.
I cannot convince him to watch it because he's
good.
Not a reader.
Yes, you do have to read. Yeah, but it's good, and it's got like actual brohood in it, like your homie helping out other homies and shit, like getting him the girl and helping him, teaching him like confidence and shit. Come on, man, you could do it. Like it was good.
Yeah, the one I wanted to see, the Bollywood movie, was all about a father and son, and he they were total bros, and yeah, that'd be great. Family, and caring about people and not being terrible anti-heroes.
Yeah, no, that's nice. It's a rarity when they have that. Here, let's see. I think we can get away with watching this trailer because it's 14 years ago, and it's on an indie thing. So I believe here. I'll turn this so we don't blow everyone out. I believe this is still on Netflix, but don't quote me. Either way, it is totally worth a watch. I've seen it multiple times.
Badger, do you approve this message?
Yes.
Yeah, I always love when they do Western stuff in anime. So,
bro, the music
makes sense. Yeah, they do horns and jazz and Western music good.
This is what I want. And I was super into Red Dead at the time when this came out.
You would be. Yeah, just let the East just take over culture and entertainment.
Bro, I have no problem with this. Shockingly, I'm able to identify with these characters. I'm not Korean.
I know, right? Godzilla -1. I didn't understand a damn thing they said, but I connected with them like crazy.
I like both, like the law-abiding guy, the sheriff, and the man in black, both badass. That's your character, Erwin.
I feel represented.
You're frozen, but you look really interested.
Am I frozen?
No, you're not. You're not. Okay, never mind. You just are really interested.
My internet's currently crappy, so I'm trying not to freeze.
Bro, I still play it sometimes, Idaho Mike.
You shall address me as Supreme Overlord, thank you.
But when's the last time you saw anything like this? From us, from the West.
It's got me hyped. Oh my god, it looks better than Road Warrior.
How dare you? Get some.
Yeah, I'm fine with Westerns coming back. I'll allow it.
Yeah, here, let me stop the screen. Yeah. That had flair.
So
that had pizzazz.
When are you watching Atlas?
Do I have to? I will. I mean, I have a problem with God damn, I have a problem with Jennifer Lopez. I thought the real quick, by the way, because we were talking about Dennis Quaid doing that Reagan movie. He was just on Jordan Peterson's channel, so I think we can guess he's probably pretty based. Probably, I was gonna say there's no pronouns in that movie as opposed to the robot pronouns that we do have in Atlas, which took me by surprise. Hello, Melanie.
So we talked about the difference between the Apprentice Trump movie where they all hate him and they're trying to make him look bad, and a Reagan movie where they actually like him and are going to make him probably look good. And is this him as it? No, but yeah, Dennis Quaid as Reagan, and I can't help but think it might perform a little bit better than The Apprentice.
Yeah. Meanwhile, apparently that Apprentice is getting heat for not being vitriolic enough, for not having enough slander in it.
Coincidentally, yes. Which when I actually looked into, I had to Control F and put sympathetic in to find this bounding. Mostly, it's honestly it talks about how they make him look bad. They're definitely trying to make him look bad. They're gonna sue the crap out of these guys. And then the director and all that stuff been saying lots of crazy stuff. It's basically a bajillion reviews. They actually did their homework on this one and did a ton
He mentioned
of reviews, and one
Schlurpo.
barely says sympathetic. Schlurpo? Where's Schlurpo?
Do you know what Schlurpo is making next?
I think they should call it Gay Retards in Space.
There you go.
Right.
Starring Mandalorian and the Green Fucker. Brought to you by Schlurpo, because Schlurpo demands all. Oh, Danky. Can't wait till you do something with Schlurpo. Danky has many a project in the pipeline coming out. I'm excited for all of them.
So yeah, this Apprentice movie is everything we think
it's going to be a shit show. I finally watched there's two of them. I watched the Dick Cheney one with Christian Bale, where he put on like 40 pounds and he plays Dick Cheney.
That's what they're talking about when they say he's too sympathetic, like George
that
Bush
one was
W.
not as offensive as I thought it would be. Then I did watch the one where Brolin plays Bush.
So I did really like this. This is the director. I'm not sure. Like Scarface with cheeseburgers.
I want more.
Scarface with cheese. Yeah, I was confused. I was gonna say he did.
No,
it did really well, and then
I want him to do the fucking Green Fucker. I want him to do like a whole
person?
Schlurpo saga.
But Scarface with cheeseburgers actually, honestly, sounds like a pretty sweet idea. But then it's
Schlurpo.
It's paved with junk food, speed pills, and deals, shady and otherwise. Navigated by it's all about his mentor and how evil his mentor was too, and how he screws his mentor over. And one scene has non-consensual sex with his wife. Yay! It's an election year. Wonder what they're up to with this movie.
That was refuted, by the way, after it's gone.
This damn Stormy Daniels
that's
is like,
fair.
none of this stuff happened, and well, that doesn't change anything. For
All
them.
I'm saying, Danky, is when the Acolyte comes out, Schlurpo, like Palpatine, will be back there. It's just cackling at all the they themness, and the Force is cultural Marxist.
Actually, I got something for that.
Do you? There's an app for that.
Hold on 1 second.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because we were talking, oh, good. Hey, you got it. So say somehow Schlurpo returned.
I don't remember what Schlurpo means at this point. He used it so many times that it just lost all meaning.
I
like
thought
it word too much.
First, it was the name of like the like creature or whatever, and then that turned into it's just everything. They don't even try to differentiate. Now I'm not convinced that Schlurpo is not the demon residing inside of Kathleen Kennedy. Deep, it's like the true name of the demon inside of Kathleen. That if we could summon it out, she'd come back. She'd be like,
Exorcism.
What happened? I was gonna help George, and I was gonna do their vision, and instead I got taken over, and I said the Force was female.
What happened to Indiana Jones?
What? Why did I do that? I love Harrison. Why, Harrison? Why did you let me do that? I didn't care. All right. Something no one's gonna care about. I'll vamp a little bit more. Is
who wants
share my screen though?
Who wants to 1v1 me, bro?
Yeah, who wants? But make sure to use protection when you 1v1 him.
Yeah,
in places.
Send me a DM.
I was actually quite excited for some time for the Green Lantern series at HBO Max. They kept basically teasing a Lethal Weapon type dynamic. I just wanted fucking space cops in space. And then, of course, before that was all announced, and then James Gunn got announced that he is, of course, in charge of everything. He is the Supreme Palpatine of that world. And he decided to put Damon Lindelof and Tom King in charge of his Max Green Lantern series. And for some reason, they used Earth 1 Green Lantern, like the shittiest version of it, too.
I'm excited. Almost as excited as I am for Creature Commandos and the Authority for some reason.
No, again, it's like Damon Lindelof, who I can't say that name any other way, thanks to Gary. Everything you've been involved in maybe started out strong and then falls right off a cliff. And then, of course, Tom King just ruined Batman in every way possible. Girl, your boy sleepy AF.
1v1 me.
Slurpo is a currency, person, a verb, and adjective. Yeah, Isaiah sort of just became everything, and that's how I'm understanding it. Harrison, yeah. Pay me money. I knew he would agree. See, that was the thing when everyone got upset when he was killed in The Force Awakens. Oh, I knew he was going to die because he'd been saying for decades he thought Han should have been killed in Return to the Jedi. Shout out ABF. Major
1v1 me, bro. 1v1 me, Connect 4. You available, ABF? Let's do it.
But
if not, Malty, you're going down.
Oh, God, no. Malty,
Who wants some? I'm currently undefeated. I just won 2 games, but for Tomok's sake, we'll pretend it was only 1 game.
My advice, kid, let the ABF win.
I know. I give Road Warrior a 10 out of 10, I swear.
Oh, was he drunk? That would be funny.
Right? Oh, okay. Yes, it's happening. We're going down. You got any stories left?
Oh,
but
no. Yeah.
Like Green Lantern, if they were doing a Green Lantern, why didn't they announce that like at first? Oh my God. They need to do like Trinity and the Justice League people, not Creature Commandos. Oh my God.
You have a battle to fight while I entertain the audience. Sonia, I was on with Leon till 9 a.m. this morning. Plus I need sleep. Jesus. Yeah. All right. So we have been hearing about Giancarlo Esposito for fucking ever and all the things. If it's a villain, he's your guy. Apparently he's not able to do any other character, even though he was good in The Gentleman and he didn't play an outright villain. So same website, 2 different articles within 3 hours teasing how he's going to be in not as Professor Xavier. He says the MCU has knocked on my door and it's a role you won't predict. Esposito told fans during a recent convention, it will be teased and there will be a series afterwards. So doing the math, we know Bob Iger has said they're only going to do 2 TV shows, 3 movies. So one of them coming forward at some point will have him. And then in the second thing he said is that you will find out sooner than later and that it's better than you can imagine. And I wasn't imagining very much. So looking like Giancarlo Esposito definitely coming, giggity, to the MCU, but not as Professor Xavier. So as a role we would have not predicted.
They already had him in Mandalorian season 2, and he wasn't that good. He just kind of stood outside and was like, we're going to come after you, bros. For some reason, we're just going to stand here forever while you guys can escape. 1v1.
I'm all right with it. Did you get into your match?
Mm-hmm. I'll let you know when things start heating up.
Yeah, I was gonna say because
so Okay, so when I bought that lightsaber at GameStop, there were two, and the guy behind the counter is like, "Do you want the Darth Vader one or the Ahsoka one?"
Miss you too,
I
bro.
laughed.
No homo.
I laughed and said that's the easiest decision I've ever made. Who would choose an Ahsoka lightsaber over Darth
Weak person.
Vader lightsaber? Also, yeah, Reinhardt, pleasure. Oh, did I totally freeze, or is it just?
No, you're
just
looking.
camera?
You're thinking
Okay.
really intensely.
I hate every.
Oh, yeah. Well, he left. That's all right. We'll go on to. I don't know. Oh, did you refreeze? Yeah. Okay. There we go. I don't know anyone who has seen Shoot 'Em Up. I know Erwin hasn't, even though I highly suggest it. He Vadered. He did the thing. They are making a sequel to this awesome shoot 'em up action movie. Unfortunately, it is animated, but you take what you can get. It's being kickstarted. And the thing about this that I didn't realize, Midnight's Edge, Film Threat, that means Chris Gore, Alan Ng, and Robert Meyer Burnett are all backing this. Steve Bloom is the voice actor doing the main voice for the character for the sequel. If you choose to, go ahead. Otherwise, basically just letting you know that it exists. Either way, go watch Shoot 'Em Up if you've never seen it. Really good, really fun. Erwin, how you doing over there? You're muted. We can't hear you, buddy. There we go.
Okay.
I unmuted you. I
did it at the same time. Thank you very much. Oh, okay. Yeah, he's playing. He's got an interesting style. Oops. No. There we go.
That's yeah. You don't want me.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Okay, I'm thinking too hard. I gotta get out of here.
Well, I will do this while we're doing this since we have 30 more minutes of you 1v1ing.
Freezing and not having internet. It's so great. I
It's
love
great.
technology.
It's great. I love it. It's a great idea.
I paid so much money for this shit. It just doesn't work.
Badger, your boy Badger's here for you. It's all right. I'll keep us from going off the road entirely. Very interesting when trying to come up with topics to talk about. Easier on stream to talk about than it is to do full 5-6 minute videos on. While looking for things to chat about, to let you know, we saw this because I've been hearing about the Blade movie undergoing rewrites again. And then you see here from Fandom Wire, shame, first of all, because holy hell is this clickbait. Don't believe. If you see any videos by any Mike Zero type channels saying that
Wait,
what?
How? What? Oops, no. How?
Did you get destroyed? You lost.
Oh, it was just a vertical one. I didn't see it. God damn it, ABF. No. It doesn't count.
No shoot.
It doesn't count. No, I threw on purpose, like you said.
Well, I just killed you again.
You're cheating, and I don't want to play no more. I hate this.
He's a cheater. He's an IT guy. He knows computers. He hacked the mainframe.
Don't miss Erwin.
All right. Hey, I offered a rematch. I mean,
now you have to watch the 1992 space movie. Hey, speaking of 1992 space movies, Bo DeMayo is not writing. He's not writing the Blade movie. Okay, this is a clickbait article, all because he did say he's writing. Bo DeMayo. He's not saying why he got fired or what's going on. He said he got fired and or saying anything other than that. He's just saying he's writing. And because one person asked, "Did you finally write the new Blade script?" They write a whole article trying to make it seem like he's writing the Blade script. He's not. He's not.
Also, do they still not have a script?
It's been done like 3 or 4 times. Last time we heard it, it was being updated to modern day. Probably for modern audiences. Yeah.
Pass. All right.
I removed mine.
Yeah. Wait, did you already talk about? Did I miss this?
No, go ahead. You got it up.
Yeah, I look away from 1 second, I connect 4 and I lose. And now everyone's laughing at me.
That just be quick like that.
Unreal Engine coding standards require video game studios to use inclusive language in their code. So when they tell you to learn to code, you better be woke code. In programming documentation, so it's as crazy as you would expect. I don't know why they're showing all those pictures, but it was in 2022, but now people just realized it in the 2024 update. And they say they encourage people to do the inclusive word choice. But of course, we all know what encourage means. Mandatory. You have to use respectful, inclusive, and professional language. You're like, what are how? That doesn't make any sense. What are they on about? And you have to make sure you do it in classes, files, folders, plugins. What? UI, error messages, notifications. Okay, now these people are in everything. That's what they wanted. So do not use metaphors or similes that reinforce stereotypes, such as blacklist or whitelist. Because then you're saying black people are bad if you say blacklist.
He's trying to get us blacklisted by making us go naked on stream.
Whip it out. Okay,
Hot tub streams coming soon.
We do have, when super chats hit certain
tier
things.
list. Yeah.
Yes, that one is a little more up there. Do not use words that refer to historical trauma. Historical trauma. I definitely have historical trauma. I identify as so many different things. I'm
going to learn to code, and then I'm going to code however I want. It's going to be super cool and bigoted. And you're not even going to know what's going on in there, man.
No, you clearly haven't had lived experience of discrimination, including people using words like slave or master or nuke.
My safe word is pineapple. I use slave and master terminology all the time.
We can't use nuke. We can't use nuke anymore.
Yeah, I don't like that. It's the name of my GIMP.
Bring
out the nuke.
It's like Johnny Somalia, the streamer who went to Japan and then kept getting beaten up and kicked out of the country allegedly. I don't want him to sue him. Like he's threatening to sue PewDiePie. And if you're referring to hypothetical people, I used to watch Overwatch League, and they kept using like they and them stuff at times where it was really weird, and I felt like it was onto something. And reading this, I'm like, okay, this is some corporate shit. Hypothetical people, you use they, them, and their, even in the singular, because screw being able to speak the language. Anything that's not a person as it and its, which personally, instead of they and them, I prefer it and its myself. And in every aspect of it, you can't call a ship or a fast car a female. That would be really bad of you. Don't assign gender to anything that doesn't have one. Don't say, hey guys, hey, all you guys in chat are the best. And yes, I did purposely just exclude all the women by saying guys. I assigned all of you a gender, or I just spoke English like everyone's been speaking English for a while. And avoid colloquial phrases such as poor man's ex, like how our pre-F&T is a poor man's Friday night tights. And for those who don't remember, there's the Dove commercial with the large ladies in gaming, and that was actually a team up with the Unreal Engine people. So they've already done this wokeness and video game crap, and now it's Unreal Engine. Yes, exactly. And Unreal Engine 5 is like pretty freaking awesome. Like people are going to be using it, and they are not going to be using gendered language. And yeah, that is literally that armor is what they wanted in Helldivers, right? They wanted their flags or something.
They wanted
like that.
flags. Yes, they wanted all the shit. Yeah.
If they got their way, that's what Helldivers armor would look like.
The Henry Cavill at home. We got David Cornsmith. That's Henry Cavill at home. Etsy fucking Henry Cavill. Yeah. Yeah. Let's talk about the Stellar Blade petition real quick when we're halfway through. Let's go.
Yeah. Get all fired up. Yeah.
What are you going to say? When a war is being fought, many people will seek for it to end and then spin it as a victory immediately while there's still people shooting in the streets. It has slowed to a stop now, even though he's said it's done. And then he was immediately met with people. What do you mean it's done? We didn't get any of the things we asked for. So I got suckered in by this and immediately went with it. We did, because the guy who made all the things said, we did it, you did it, said it was a win, even though most of the suits are still censored. Most of the gore is still censored. And several of the added suits were then also censored even further.
The butt. They extra censored a butt.
Transparency, yeah.
That's my line in the sand.
It's fine. So I guess the main point of contention would be this suit and this suit were the most commonly used examples of censorship. This one had the boobas covered with a little piece of cloth, and this one had the boobas covered with a little like see-through mesh shawl.
And the booty
outfits,
they did not cover the booty at all, though.
Those outfits still exist. These two were added. Now you have to download the updated patches, which would then affect all your other shit. So it's a trap. It's a trap. I don't. Beyond pure cope, and your shit was about to fail, and so you got these two things, and you said, it was a win. It was the biggest win. You know, a lot of people won, but we won bigly. It's like, bro, you got 2 suits. What about the other 10 suits? What about the overall message of the censorship that you showed one thing, sold it, and then patched it after the fact? That is the big rub. That's certainly the message that was delivered to me upon my comment section, and even to myself. Many of you, some of you are perfectly happy with this. I mean, this is a colloquial, you, not everyone here in the chat, but
and then
some
there's
people
Hayden.
are perfectly happy
Then
with
there's
this.
Hayden.
Yeah, and Hayden and Agranol, you guys are not happy. This is not the you guys signed up to go all the way to get all of the censorship removed, to have all of the suits in original form and function, and that ain't what we got. That ain't what we got. Joey Bag of Donuts for $9.99. Hail Supreme Overlord Wars. Oh, hey, Badger, didn't see you there. Must have been a funny angle. Hail the same temperament as me, Badger. Yeah, most of the time I'm also mildly just ill-tempered. But yeah, and I know you are, and I get it.
But booba censorship is too far.
I get it. It's like, but see, here's the thing is when you take this and you just say, yeah, this is enough. It's like, but that's what they were accusing everyone. You just want boobs. And it was like, no, you sold a product. You changed a product after it had been sold. That's the issue.
But also give us the boobas back.
But give us the boobs back. And so they gave 2 of them. But what about the rest of the boobas?
So thank you, Joey. Thank you.
Have you checked out Island in the Stars by Tom Conkle on Indiegogo, a sci-fi steampunk adventure story, Pirates of the Caribbean meets OG Star Wars? No? Sounds cool, though.
What?
Sounds cool.
Yeah, I'm stealing that idea. I mean, getting inspired by that idea.
Pirates of the Caribbean meets OG Star Wars?
Island in the Stars. Yeah, actually just Sea of Stars? I want that game.
Okay, yeah, and this is the other thing. Is like, I don't know how to explain. I'm frustrated that Grums is framing it as a 100%, we got everything we asked for win. We didn't. I feel like it's disingenuous. Am I calling him disingenuous? I don't know, but the act
and then he ran away.
And then he went on vacation for 4 days and is pieced out. Okay, that's its own thing. For me, for my own, I almost said integrity, but just my own authenticity with the fucking audience who I promised never to lie to, at least not on purpose. This is not a fucking win based on what was originally explained. So no shade to him, but also it's like, bro, you're not doing me any favors by saying it's a win when and honestly, same with Helldivers in the sense that all of the countries that got their shit delisted have not gotten the ability to play the game back. So it's a win for people that didn't want to link their account in main countries, but it's sort of a loss for all the other people. The 2 new suits make it even more confusing. Right. That is true too. If it was a stylistic choice, was it because of censorship, because of they were threatened by boobs? What? Confusing.
Yeah, my stance was just give like an A and a B outfit. That's like wherever you pick the outfits, just have it to where you can press like left or right on the D-pad and it switches between the different options. It was the removing it that's the real problem. Like, why are you taking it? And if they reverted it back, then they would be removing that from the people who actually kind of prefer the censored version. I say just give them a both. Give us the option.
Let me put my head in his body for a second. Oh, now I only want to play as female characters when I play video games. No. Oh yeah, it looks good. I think the long and short of it is Grum's got doxxed. He's had a lot of shit going on. He's got multiple battlefronts. This was stalling out. It wasn't going anywhere, and he pulled the George Bush mission accomplished moment. He saw it was stalled at 91. They released those 2 outfits, and he went, fuck it. It's a win. We won. We won bigly, and that's it. It's a wrap. Shut it down. Everything's fine. You guys won. You're great. You're great. You're great. And most people still in field went, what the fuck are you talking about? What about all of the things that Hayden mentioned? What about the curves, the gore, the this, the that? And that's what it is. That's what it is. Make me get so excited I rip my own ears out. It fucking hurts every time that happens. Yeah.
That's why I have to have wireless, because when I go like this,
I know I'm too.
I know they're gonna get ripped out.
I get weird over the ear, like I get a headache. But anyway, I just that's my personal cope of how this has all gone down. It doesn't help. Now this right. That's
and then
the
this
win.
This is what often gets you is like, oh, the people who we expect go crazy, And then we're like, well, then we won. But then it's like you look a little more into it, and it's like, oh wait, did we really win? I mean, silver lining, they're angry, but did them being angry make me think that we had one?
And Valiant, thank God they're fucking idiots, because if it was us, if they were smart like us, I would be making fun of them. I would be like, look how dumb these idiots are. They said it was about censorship. They said it wasn't about boobs, and then you give them boobs and you placate them like fucking horny. Like, I would totally ramp up the thing. They're not even doing that. They're literally just mad that they gave us anything rather than reframing the like, I thought it was about censorship. So they're not even taking the shots they can take. So it is, they acknowledged us. That is a win. Legacy Media is upset. That is a win, but it's still fucking censored. And yeah, I feel like it's a disingenuous type of thing. Whether he got caught up in it, I don't know. But
I mean, honestly, I don't think he is doing it to be like.
I don't think, as I said, he just got doxxed.
Probably does see it as a win.
I think he saw it as a win, but I think if you maybe while he's on vacation drinking Mai Tais with his family, secret,
and
maybe
he sees
go back
that butt,
and think,
and he sees that butt got censored,
and he sees all of us calmly going like, "But what about all of this, dude? This mattered before. Why doesn't it matter now?" I don't know. I don't like any sort of intimation that I might have been disingenuous with my audience, even if it's me covering. So,
try telling your audience you don't think Kim Blair is as terrible as we think. It's tough. God.
Oh, I think she's horrible, but I also think those games were ruined well before Sweet Baby Inc. got involved. So we were all right. We're all right. Well, now, thankfully, I didn't bring that up, but we're seeing. Because I might do a story on it later. That yeah. The perpetual motion of DEI, even though it was already going, has now been. You don't even need narrative companies anymore. These fucking studios, they're so willing to just cut their own limbs off themselves. They don't even need help doing it.
Walmart skewered for Pride collection unveil. It's already happening. We got pre-Pride coming on. This is their Walmart Instagram. I love gay people. I'm looking at all these, and I am not feeling a lot of heart emoji. I don't know about you guys. Not just a slogan. Hashtag Pride always is a reminder to lead with love. This is what we're leading with. Love might be overrated.
Isn't that person in the pink? Aren't they writing The Acolyte?
Yeah, probably. Honestly, this looks like the cast of The Acolyte.
By the way, Erwin, what is Joey Bag of Donuts saying right there?
You're gonna have to give me a couple seconds.
What's today?
No.
What's today's secret word?
Supposed to say it. Bread. Yeah. There's gonna be a mighty fall a coming. Yeah, it's how they work it in to everyday life.
And I'm calling it right now. We're getting Hypnotic to 50K. Pride month, baby. Silver linings. We're going to do it. I know it.
He's already at, what, 44? 43?
Yeah, 43. And he says he's been getting like 3,000 or 4,000 a month. So I think if we just do a little extra, and apparently Pride month is what really helped pop his channel off last year.
I'm telling you right now, Acolyte.
We can do it, guys.
Acolyte, Pride month.
And dropping in Pride
month.
Oh my God. Yes.
Yeah. We going to the top.
Like, people are tired of this crap. Remember last year and the whole Target situation, how unhappy people were?
Yes.
I don't feel like people are more accepting this year. And guys, we have the chance to finally turn Pride Month into Pride Day. At this year, I think we can finally do it.
One straight Pride Day, month, year.
We're not allowed to have that bigot. Blue Submarine 6. Certain Tomahawk had me watch this. It's on Tubi for free. 4 episodes, a little over 2 hours long. Was really freaking good. Post-apocalyptic water world with crazy genetically engineered sea monster things. The ending, I was really surprised. Quite like a lot of feels and emotions and deepness, and yeah, let the East just take over entertainment. I'm fine with it.
By definition, if you're gay, you're no, of course. That's the point. And we keep saying this, Ben. It's when we have I've seen a couple of them in the last one too, of like, I'm trans and I don't want this to, like, yeah, that's the point. You need to stop letting all these motherfuckers speak for you. You are they are ruining your shit, bro. Yeah, No, that's
That's our whole thing. If it's just the crazy blue hairs speaking up for all the nerds, then all the nerd stuff gets ruined.
yeah.
And then they team up with all the corpos to do it. We're doomed. So yeah, we got to make
no
our
more
voices heard.
damage
It works.
has been done to the LGBTIQ community than fucking the zealots of the LGBT, actively regressed shit.
So I meant to cover this right after the Unreal Engine one. So Wizards of the Coast, Magic the Gathering, is changing Totem and Tribal to Umbra and Kindred. This is an agenda, guys. This is pre-planned and studied and optimized for social engineering plan that's being carried out against us all.
Can we use it in a sentence?
Just go along with it.
The missionaries, tribe. The missionaries landed on the island, and the kindred people came out and butchered them. It doesn't have the same ring as tribal people came out. Oh no!
And then they turn their skulls into totems.
Mm-hmm.
So speaking of Ninja Theory's Senua's Saga Hellblade 2, this game originally came out. So it's very tribal, but I think a white woman, and it's all about her mental illness. It did better than expected. No one really seemed to play
played the first one. I have it downloaded because it's free on Game Pass.
Okay.
It literally, when I logged into something, the whole fucking screen popped up saying, "This game's free. You have it. Why aren't you playing it?" They're really pushing it.
Yeah, and the second game is doing really bad. And it's like, how did the second one get made? And it's right after, I think, the first one, they got bought by Microsoft. And so this is performing worse than Redfall and Hi-Fi Rush, whose studios they just shut down.
Mm-hmm.
So, hey, congratulations. Microsoft bought you. You did one video game, and now you no longer exist. Presumably incoming.
Yeah,
Monopoly,
low man on the Umbra pole who's caught up in kindred thinking.
And then you can speak on this, and I think you've looked at this. Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2 claims to have no microtransactions, but features season pass and paid cosmetic options. I'm not sure they know what microtransactions are.
Yeah, I think it's poorly worded because it's one of those things. It's like, okay, there's no game-changing microtransactions. Everything, weapons, armor, gameplay mechanic-wise, all of that is earned in the actual game. The only microtransactions that exist are cosmetic in nature. Pride flag capes or whatever godly thing they're going to do. This is one of those games where it was like, I was looking forward to this for a while. This has been done.
Makes me happy.
No in-game cash out. They say in here, this game has more or less been done since 2023. And far before Games Workshop really started, female custodies with no actual miniatures, all the gaslighting of fans. So it's sort of, I think it might have been like an earlier product that maybe makes its way through. And I'm very vocal. I don't like RTSs or isometric. This is third person melee and gunplay. This is it's like Gears of War, Space Marines, like right up my alley. 3-player, Mr. Tech Rat and Great Deadpoolu and I will be spreading bigotry across the stars, but not if it's filled with a bunch of agenda, not if it's predatory, which it doesn't look like it is. No word on any Sweet Baby Ink type shit. Like I said, I think this might have gotten through in its own little cloister before its team was infiltrated.
I can live with season passes or battle passes more
for visual ones. Yeah.
If there's also not an in-game shop, because it's like when I pay for the battle pass, you shouldn't also be excluding some really good-looking ones that I have to separately pay for. Just put them all in the battle pass. But oh my, Overwatch was the worst with it, and they got rid of all the loot boxes, so you couldn't even earn it. Where it seems like they're saying you can earn it all.
Yeah,
excellent. Because the problem isn't all just the wokeness; it's also all the corpo crap. Microtransactions.
Yeah, no, the game passes, season passes, shit like that very quickly turned into, instead of having stuff in the game, they just pull it out and hold it and wait and make you. That is the predatory shit that everyone was catching on to.
And I get it's expensive and they got to find ways to make more money. But then, and there's ways they can do that stuff well. Like Warframe was free to play. I gave it all sorts of money.
And honestly, in a game like this,
they choose not to do it well and they exploit it a lot of times.
All of us will turn this into fucking Space Warrior Barbie of like our armors and shit. It happens in every fucking game. Everyone wants to look different. Very few people all want to look the same as their other counterparts. So that's fine. Make your money in your cosmetics for armor and capes and weapon skins and shit like that. I got no problem with that. It's when you take main shit that like, oh my God, this should be earned in the game. So yeah, this is the one thing. This was the game before all that shit, and I turned it into a Warhammer channel, and then I turned it into a Stellar Blade channel, and then I turned it whatever. I wanted to play it, and I thought this is gonna be the one that'll get me into the lore. Like, it's so fucking expansive. You need lore to anchor you. You need something to anchor you. And I was like, this game will be like, okay, let's frame a reference to go out and look at shit.
What I hate is so much is like cosmetics and how you look, and that is a lot of why you are willing to do all the grinding. But then when they remove all that stuff, they don't give you that like in-game cosmetic stuff to keep grinding for. They're just like, no, give us money instead.
Well, my hope would be the grinding would be for the shit that's worth it. Better guns, better titles, better bling, not fucking colors of armor and shit that's cosmetic, but more like did you see what I did? I beat this on this level and got this.
All you have is cosmetics.
Right. I guess
you already have all the gear. You already have like, your meta gear set up.
You got to think there's going to be upgraded guns and shit.
Well, I mean, eventually when they do DLCs and stuff, but most games you get all your gear and you're happy with it.
Yeah, but this is
like Destiny, and you're like, huh, it's all gone.
This is a semi-looter shooter type thing, the 3-player PvE. So grinding out gear and weapons and shit, aside from how they look, gonna be a thing. There'll be reasons. What I'm saying is to play and grind beyond looks.
You're arguing a different thing.
I guess that. What are you saying?
Because once you have all this stuff and you're happy with it, all you really have is your cosmetics and looking cooler.
Oh,
and
right.
Then,
well, yeah.
And when they take the really cool stuff out, instead of letting you grind for it in the end game and just put it to where you have to give them $20, then that's taking content away from the end game. And so that's what always gets me with these sorts of games is if you don't have that good gameplay loop for the end game, then everyone just stops playing and gets angry, and then they buy DLC, beat it super quick, and then get angry, and then everyone stops.
This one made it seem like it would be both, which maybe that's hard to do, but like options.
Yeah, well, I mean, no shop, and then you just do a season pass. That's what the DLC. Then that's how things used to be.
It's fine.
Where you put all this stuff in the game. That hell of an idea.
And a big ass game guide with a bunch of art. I'll go back to the old school days.
Speaking of, Marvel Comics may be getting cut by Disney if a new job posting is any indication. Someday it's just going to get smushed into Marvel. They're so dead. Oh my God. But
say them is one thing anyway.
Final day to pre-order Yaira 1, which has hit 1.5 million. Still freaking going. I love it.
Did you get your McFarlane statue for Yaira?
Yes.
Your limited run?
Dude, yes. I'm going to be so jealous, and people are showing that off. Oh my God. It's not fair.
I mean, Az will be showing it off, probably. Az and Gary.
Yeah, and that's what I said, and it's going to piss me off, because I'm going to say, I want it. Give it to me now. You got any more stories you wanted to cover?
There's one we mentioned it briefly since the second day, and the third day, the food spoils if you don't eat it. It was George talking about AI, and he just says we've been using it for 25 years, and it is not AI, but we use all the digital technology because we pioneered a lot of that. But the thing of it is, it's inevitable. I mean, it's like saying I don't believe cars are going to work. Let's just stick with the horses. Yeah, you can say that, but isn't the way that works. I think what he's ultimately saying is AI as a tool, like the Soras, they look horrible if you just try to make a whole movie out of it. But as far as being used as a tool, just like CGI, it's here. It's not going away. That is a Pandora's box you cannot put back in. It's out. So you just have to use it responsibly.
The fully generative AI stuff and AI voices and whatnot, I think that's what's going to cause some trouble. And ScarJo's already shown at some point all these actors and stuff are going to come out, and there's going to be a big class action lawsuit against all this AI stuff. Yeah, but again, that's one of those things where they're only going to hold it off so long.
You have to have faith in the complexity of the human spirit.
Yes, or alternatively, we could have universal basic income to counter all the job losses the AI is bringing us. This is the godfather of AI saying this. Tech pioneer, nicknamed Godfather of AI. And then we also have Elon Musk saying AI will take over all jobs. Probably none of us will have a job That's concerning. But thankfully for me and Badger, if you want to do a job that's kind of like a hobby, you can do a job. And honestly, my job does feel a little bit more like a hobby, especially considering I used to edit for a hobby. So thankfully, our jobs are going to be safe, but probably not for editing. We're literally just going to be entertainers. This utopia where all these socialists think they're going to be able to like wake up at like 1 PM and just like write some poetry and hang out and drink some coffee and whatnot. That's what they're going to promise us, but instead they're going to probably cold billions of us.
I, for one, welcome our new machine overlord, our Slurpo Jabba the Hutt that we will dance like Kowakian monkey lizards for in metal space bikinis once we hit our super chat threshold. Thank you. Yeah, that's fine.
Yes. How much is that threshold? I want to hit
I'm gonna
that.
show him a better class, a dancer. Yeah, it's gonna be great. Well, for our $500 dust collectors. Yeah, bro. That's why I go with the McFarlanes. 20, $30, you know. Way easier than the 500, 600, 700 fucking 1/6 scale statues that Az and all of them.
Yeah, honestly, that's something I think I would rather spend money on, like a video game thing.
Plushie incoming.
But
plushie incoming.
I may have spent a little bit on the Catwoman statue, thanks to Alex Darby and Angry Badger. So Musk, he doesn't want to do universal basic income. What's he calls it something else? Universal high income.
Oh, I'll be high while getting that income.
If everyone's high income, it's like the $20 minimum wage in California. It's like then everyone is poor. It's like when we talk about socialism, that race divide. Yes, shout out Darb. And guys, this is coming. Like either we stop it or brain chips are going to be controlling everything. Honestly, it's like rich kids and stuff. When people don't have jobs and they don't have responsibility, and when humans don't have hardships, we turn into the worst people. It's like our elite.
That's true.
We need hardship.
That's true, Erwin. That's why
AI
it's a shame.
taking everything is not going to be good for us.
That's why when I tell you all that right now, I wish you would understand, we're all in a perfect world in pods in this shitty simulation so that we can experience struggle, so that when we pop out into the perfect world where everything's great, we'll be better people, because you need character development. But in the meantime, it's a slog. I wish someone would cheat and turn on the flying superpowers in this simulation. It's really boring.
Yeah, they need to turn God mode on for sure. So the Google AI is still having some issues. I actually got tricked by Brave's AI. And, well, yeah, honestly, we use some generative AI. We have fun with it. But I love the people who hate it 100% at all costs, because we need you guys so bad. We need your monkey brains to smash the AI with a bone for us. So I've talked about The Last Ronin, how it was really good, but I'm afraid to read the next ones. I had told Badger that half of them were chicks and they were all different races now in the new Ninja Turtles. And then I was told that they were all chicks and that Casey Jones, the daughter of April, the actual Casey Jones, banged Michelangelo and made the half-human hybrid turtles. But I was so intrigued by that and knowing if that was true, because in the first Last Ronin, I totally thought that they were going to have turtle sex. And no, I think I got fake news by the AI, and it's in the search in, and it's really useful normally when they get it right. So Google AI is having some trouble getting it right. And also this stuff's going to destroy. I don't even go to websites. I just have Brave Browser tell me it in the little snippet, and they have it on Google and stuff now. So cheese pizza. Well, to get the cheese to stick to the pizza, it recommends adding glue. Why? Because on Reddit 11 years ago, Fucksmith told you to.
It's non-toxic though.
And Google's in violation of antitrust laws. But yeah, geologists recommend eating at least one small rock per day. It's from The Onion. So it's giving real answers from The Onion.
Yeah, no, AI, that's how that works. It scours the internet and then uses predictive algorithms for what it thinks should be the next best case word. And in a lot of them, they're not allowed to say, I don't know. So like a kid in school being called on in class, it'll bullshit its way to the best possible answer, including making up made up UI, website addresses and shit like that.
Well, if you go to the websites and they have the little like chat bot, I think it was airline or something like that got sued because the chatbot told them it was some deal and it was wrong because the chatbot was just wrong. But the court was like, well, the chatbot said it, so you have to. And, you know, people sue, like, I think GPS and stuff like that for making them drive into a pond and stuff like that. So there could be a day when Google AI search ends up making someone a lot of money because they do something really stupid. Yeah. I used to maybe work for a pizza place. Yeah, we had lots of fucksmiths there. That is for sure. Yeah, it uses Reddit as a source. And that's what concerns me. That's honestly, being able to use Reddit is probably why these AI are so woke.
It's not helping. I would not trust it as a source for many things. I hate when it's like we're looking for something and it's only Reddit that it'll show it. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah, or Wikipedia.
Yeah.
All right, so this will be our last topic, and then we'll get out of here. I'm just going to do this super quick because I feel so bad for my people in the UK. Shout out to Bly. So July 4th, they're going to have their elections. The Conservatives have been charged for like 14 years. The Tories, then they've done terrible. They're probably going to lose really, really bad, and these crazy-ass commies in the Labour Party are about to take over. So on our Independence Day, the UK is probably going to be losing their independence. So Rishi Sunak, the huge globalist, their prime minister, is like, well, I really want to win, so we're going to bring back mandatory conscription, mandatory military service. I would love to send my 2 daughters to mandatory military service, he says. Okay, so that's what happens if somehow the Tories stay in charge. Also, all of them they're all acting big, like, oh, our military's down, blah, blah, blah. So they probably will also do this as well. But a bunch of other European countries have talked about bringing back the draft. Here's what happens if Labour Party wins. They're going to give 16 and 17-year-olds the right to vote in the UK if elected. Permanent socialism forever. I'm so sorry, Bly. Thoughts and prayers. Can we get some prayer emojis in chat for Bly?
A new rule: you got to be 25 before you can fucking do anything.
No way. That was what I was gonna say. I think a better idea if we raise the minimum age to 25. I honestly, you should just have to answer a simple quiz on how politics works, and that will get rid of so much of the garbage that should not be voting because they have no idea what's going on.
Shout out to Mr. Drukin in 7th grade, who I remember him saying, I don't think you're really an adult until you're 25. And me at like 13 be like, what? That's fucking
our brain.
And here I am at 38, like, fucking child at 25. Yeah.
I look back when I'm a teenager and I just constantly think teenagers are idiots. Also, they're kind of the worst.
Some are really smart. The other problem is that some are really fucking smart and they're just as smart and based as us and they got there way earlier. But that's like such a fucking small, rare, like on their own looking for knowledge person that you can't apply to the whole group.
We talked about this time bomb. If we don't stop this, once Gen Z's in charge, we're not fixing this. Gen Z is godless, unpatriotic, and they don't want kids. I wonder why they want the 16 and 17-year-olds to vote. Wonder why they want all the illegals to vote. I have no idea. Maybe because it's going to bring an eternity of socialism in, so we can have socialism meets technocracy with brain chips. Guys, we got to solve this soon, or we're going to put in a sci-fi dystopia where it's not possible to solve it. How dare you expose me, Gunho Mac? Hey, could we time him out? I'm worried about him.
Say Christ is Lord. Say Christ is Lord. You say Christ is Lord.
5 divided by 0. Hey, it's been great hanging out with you guys, but my servers have stopped working. Badger, you finally found some topics to cover today. What sort of videos are you going to be covering today?
Well, I already have a video out on the that Warhammer Space Marine. Going to be talking about Homeworld 3 and how that apparently got DEI'd up without any help. Is what we're talking about. Don't need any help of a narrative consultancy company anymore. I can say words. And then for my third and last video today, because I guess I have to do it or I'm not grifting right, I got to talk about Alyssa Mercanti. Is this Alyssa Mercanti? I
never heard of her.
That's someone else. Alyssa Mercanti, though, put me on her list of Hall of Fame. So can't wait. I made the list with the big boys. I'm right there up with Hypnotic and Geeks and Gamers. There you go, Alex. So I'll be talking about that. So maybe not a wasted algorithm after all.
Bum, bum, bum. I knew
Bum,
you had
bum.
it in you.
And tomorrow for Mundane Mondays. I mean, Women Mondays, or whatever the fuck we're calling it. Tism Zone Mondays.
Let's see if Erwin's internet works Mondays. Who knows? Hopefully. You guys are the best. Oh, I feel constantly blessed to have all your support. Thank you so much. Miss you all.
So long, and thanks for all the fish.
Oh, the camera's on. The camera's been on the whole time, huh? I don't even know. Hello.
Screw you guys. I'm going home.
Good, then get the hell out of my life. Who needs you? Beat it. Leave me alone.
I needed to get rid of the human garbage, otherwise known as my best friends.
Come on.
Bonnie, how do you keep getting back in?
Well, bye.
I'm sorry, babe. I didn't mean that either.
Administration Monday will be 6 to 7-ish p.m. Eastern tomorrow. Miss you all. You're the best. We might need a